We're paying up, if my next guess is right, 36 regulations issued under the president will add hike consumer prices by $11,000. We're talking everything from mortgages to microwaves. How did he figure that out? Let's ask Douglas Holtz-Eakin. He's with the American Action Forum, the group behind the study. Here's what I didn't understand, Doug, that these rules, these regulations, single-handedly or by regulation handedly, prompted this $11,000 increase?
All we did was take the administration at their word. They told us which 36 were economically significant. In that, they said this is how much prices will go up. We added up the numbers, and you get what you get. $1,600 in higher consumer goods costs, $360 in mortgages, $100-odd in health. These are significant increases. They're a hidden tax on the middle class, and they're hurting economic growth.
Now, because the White House will come back at you, Doug, and say, well,
yes, they will.
He forgets that we cannot control the underlying price of goods in the open market, and that distributors, companies have to suck up a lot of this. It's not all passed on to customers, so that $11,000 figure is bogus. What do you say?
We are reporting what they said would happen to prices. So if they believe that no prices should be passed along, they should have had zero for price increases. We think this is a very conservative estimate. It may very well be the case that more will get passed through. But if we're wrong because we believe what the administration said about their own regulations.
All right, so it's not just sort of static accounting to you or the price is fixed with the regulation add-ons and not factoring in what they say adds to the cost now, but that not everyone will see that passed on to them. The fact is, it is going to be passed on, and according to you, unavoidable.
I think that's absolutely true. And the part that's missing in this, Neil, is the fact that if you add this all up, we're in the range of something like $70 billion a year in additional regulatory costs. Essentially, if I told you we passed a bill that raised taxes by $700 billion over the next 10 years, you'd worry about the impact on economic growth. That's what's not in here. Worse growth that's probably coming from this regulatory onslaught.
The regulations are not slowing down. The rules are not slowing down. And I'm leaving aside Obamacare and all the accompanying regulations attached to it that a lot of businesses are just finding out are pretty pricey, a lot of consumers too. So where is this going to show up? I mean, you don't see it in official inflation stats yet. What are we looking at down the road?
What I think has happened so far is it's already hurt economic growth, and it's certainly hurt the ability of people to get a raise. I mean, this money has to come from somewhere. I don't think firms have a lot of pricing power. If the economy gets stronger and if the Federal Reserve eases its extraordinary monetary policies, we'll start to see inflation pick up, and we'll see higher prices. And this is exactly what these studies are intended to indicate. And we'll see it in prices probably in the next 2 or 3 years.
Douglas Holtz-Eakin. Yikes. Thank you, my friend. Good seeing you.
Thank you.